Hi y'all, I'm Gina with Claiborne Parish Library, and we are going to sing a couple of fire safety songs. So let's get started. Are you ready? I'm going to let you sing it. Get this turned around a little bit. First off, let me show you this. It says, what's it say? Firefighters wear lots of fire gear to help them stay safe. Do not be scared of a firefighter. So are you telling them not to be scared of a firefighter? Yeah, don't be scared. They're only there to help you. Great. Let's sing our first song. What's the name of the song? Stop, Drop, and Roll. Okay, we'll get started. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes ever catch a fire, stop, drop, and roll. How'd I do? That was so cute. Why don't you sing it one more time? Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes ever catch a fire, stop, drop, and roll. Good. All right. We did a little high five there. Yeah. Thank you. Hope you like that song. I think we're going to sing a couple of more. Hey y'all. Y'all like my hat? I have a fireman's hat. Yes, that's really cute. You look like a fireman. Yeah. Let's sing another song, okay? All right, let's go. Never, never play with fire. If you do, you will get in trouble. You will get in trouble. That won't do. That won't do. Never, never play with matches. If you do, you might burn your fingers. You might burn your fingers. That won't do. That won't do. Never, never play with lighters. If you do, you might burn your clothes. You might burn your clothes. That won't do. That won't do. Never, never play with candles. If you do, you might burn your house down. You might burn your house down. That won't do. That won't do. Very good. Now that's very, very important information. We don't play with fire. We don't play with matches or lighters or even candles. They're so dangerous. You shouldn't use those items unless a parent is around to make sure there's safety. That's very good advice. Thank you. I think so too. Well, I think we ought to get Super Jan over here and let her sing a couple of these songs. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's great. What do y'all guys think? Y'all think it'd be great if Super Jan came over here and sang a few songs? Yeah, let's do that. Hi, Super Jan. Hi, Ms Gina. Are you ready to sing some songs? Hi there, Super Dan. Well, he's going to listen. So why don't we go ahead and you sing a couple of these songs, and then we'll get started with the story. Okay. Firefighter, firefighter, you are brave. You are brave. Putting out the fires, putting out the fires. Lives you save, lives you save. Firefighter, firefighter, you are brave. You are brave. Putting out the fires, putting out the the fires, lives you save, lives you save. Oh, that was beautiful. You did good. Yay. Thank you very much. I hope the kids like these songs. Yeah, the songs that we're singing are songs that I found out on the internet, out on YouTube, not YouTube, but Pinterest. So you can find all these fire safety songs out there. So if you know them, go ahead and sing along with us. Here's another one. It's called the Firefighter Song, and it's to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. I'm a little firefighter's on the go. Here is my helmet, here is my hose. When I see a fire, hear me shout. Turn on the water and put the fire out. Shh. Very cute, very good. Here's another one, and it's to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot too. I'm a fireman dressed in red, with my fire hat on my head. I can drive the fire truck, fight fire too, and help to make things safe for you. Very good. You want to sing it one more time? Okay. I'm a fireman dressed in red, with my fire hat on my head. I can drive the fire truck, fight fire too, and help to make things safe for you. Yay, that was so cool. I hope y'all liked it. I did. I thought it was really nice. Kids, I hope you like these songs and that you can sing along too. We'll get to our story here shortly. Yes, and Ms Gina's going to tell the story, and we're going to listen. I hope y'all like this story, because it's a really good one, and it's important to practice safety regarding fire. Thank you, Jan. Fire Safety with Lieutenant Toby, written by Ed Schooner, Jr. I'm not just a puppy, I'm Lieutenant Toby, and we're going to talk about fire safety. Sit where you can see and get comfy. This is a lesson of fire prevention from me. Where in your home do fire problems exist? Can you find them, and can they be fixed? Are there rules written, or is there a list? This book consists of answers. I will insist. Because getting caught in a fire is not a joke. You can get stuck in a room and choke on the smoke. One thing to help you, and there are plenty more, is to put a smoke alarm on every floor. Smoke alarms work while you're catching Z's. They detect smoke that can be 500 degrees. They warn you early of an emergency, so getting caught in a fire will be half as likely. But if your alarm is not working properly, you may not act immediately. Make it a priority to monthly check every battery, and you and your family may be injury-free. If you hear your smoke alarm, you should know beforehand. Always crawl to the door. You never want to stand. Feel the top of the door with the back of your hand. If it's hot, don't open or the fire expands. When it comes to an exit plan, have no doubt. Every room in the house should have 2 ways out. If a fire blocks the door, just take another route. Get to the family meeting place outside the house. And down here he's got a note. I'll say it again, but I've already said it before. Make sure there's a smoke alarm on every floor. Once you've made it out, you never go back in. That's the job for the trained firemen. They'll get there quick with sirens, and then they'll use their skills to save anyone within. If you're upstairs when the fire appears, don't fear. Make noise for firefighters to hear. Windows can be exits, so make sure they're all clear. They may be the only way out if a fire is near. Fires can spread as fast as you run. Don't waste time saving toys that are fun. Get out of the house and you be the one to pick up the phone and call 911. Now, you get out of the house. If you don't have a phone, get someone, a neighbor or someone that might be outside near your meeting place to call 911. Fire extinguishers at home should be easy to see. You should know the difference between A, B, and C. Learn how to pull the pin free and then aim correctly, and be sure to call the fire department immediately. A is for, they're called combustibles, which would be trash, wood, or paper. B is flammable liquids. Liquids like grease or oil. Electrical equipment is C. That would be if there is a short with an electrical cord, or if it catches fire to something else, like a carpet or a rug or a towel. I'll say it again, but I've said it before. Make sure there's a smoke alarm on every floor. The kitchen is the place where most fires occur. An extinguisher here is what you prefer. Never leave food cooking to do things faster. A spark or a spatter can cause a big disaster. Here, someone left some food on the oven and it looks like it splattered and a fire started. It even splattered onto the floor, so there's a fire in the kitchen. But look, here's Toby. He's pointing out, here's the fire extinguisher. So they need to get the fire extinguisher and try to put out the fire, if they can. If grease catches fire, don't use water at all. That would cause hot oil to explode all over the wall. Covering it with a lid is a safe protocol. It smothers the fire so it can't breathe at all. So when you're cooking with grease on the oven, you need to keep the lids to that pan close in case you need to put it on top to smother down a fire. When using pots and pans, big or small, keep the handles turned in so they won't fall. When using a toaster, the heat grows tall. To avoid the fire, pull it away from the wall. And that's very important. Here's a pan with a handle out. If you were to walk by there and hit that handle, whatever's in cooking in that pan could fall out, could get on yourself and burn you, or it could fall on the floor and catch fire. So it's best to keep your handles turned in on the oven. And when using a toaster, you do not want it up underneath the cabinet because the heat will hit up on the bottom of the cabinet. So you need to pull your toaster oven out when using it, so the heat has a little more room to move. When using a microwave, you can get burned. If you pull plates out quickly, you've probably learned. Hot steam may rise when the cover's unturned. Don't put metal in microwaves. That's a red flag of concern. We need to remember aluminum foil, silverware, anything of metal does not go in the microwave. It can cause a fire. I'll say it again, but I've said it before. Make sure there's a smoke alarm on every floor. Lamps and heaters get hot, so always beware. Putting clothes on top may cause them to flare. Even though they smell splendid, handle candles with care. Never leave them unattended. It could be a nightmare. If using candles, make sure there's an adult in the room. And even then, you should never assume. When candles are lit, trouble always may loom. A swing of my tail can make them go boom. Especially if you got animals. Animals that cats or dogs, they might hit the candle and knock it over and cause a fire. So you should never use candles unless there's an adult around. And never put any kind of blankets or material on lamps or heaters. Here's another one that's important. Overloading an outlet with too many wires can cause a shortage and even a fire. Unplugging appliances when done is required, and never leave home while running the dryer. That's super important. If you're drying clothes, make sure you turn your dryer off before you leave. Fires can start as quick as a blink, so keep electrical wires out of the sink. When using extension cords, stop and think. Don't run them under rugs, and check for cracks and kinks. Checking for cracks and kinks are very, very important because sometimes some animals may chew on those electric wires and it'll expose a wire, and if it touches any kind of material, it could spark into a fire. So you've got to be very, very careful. Here's his saying again. I'll say it again, but I've said it before. Make sure there's a smoke alarm on every floor. Don't play with matches. You know the rules. Matches and lighters are not toys. They're tools. You've probably learned this every year when in school. If you find them, tell an adult and you will be cool. Cool. Be a cool dog. If your clothes catch fire, you should know your role. Running makes a fire burn out of control. Cover your face and make it your goal to always remember, stop, drop, and roll. Very important. Remember that. Stop, drop, and roll if your clothes catch on fire. There's another alarm every home should contain. A carbon monoxide detector's the name. It should be placed near all bedroom domains. Get out if it sounds. Never play any games. Carbon monoxide and smoke are not the same. Carbon monoxide causes trouble before you feel pain. It's colorless, odorless, and may be there without flames. And it silently blocks oxygen from your brain. I'll say it again, but I've said it before. Make sure there's smoke alarm on every floor. Firefighters never fear if the fire's severe. They train all year and they wear the right gear. Whether paid or a volunteer, they're brave and sincere, and they'll persevere until the fire disappears. After reading this book, you must agree you should check your home and fix the problems you see. Smoke alarms that work properly are most important to me, and exit plans with family meeting places are key. If you follow these rules, the safer you'll be. If there is a fire at home, you should know where to be. If you forget what to do, just check back with me, Lieutenant Toby, the expert on fire safety. Well, I hope you liked this fire safety book. It's got great information, great tips for everybody, adults and children. It's important to know how to handle yourself in the home and around things that could cause fire. All right, thank you so much. Hope to see you next time. Bye.